Hey guys, welcome to Realmcast. I'm your host Sriracha, and got some nice surprise guests here for you. Say hi, dude. Tell the folks how you been.
Hey guys, you may remember my voice from a long time ago. This is Dashahead, former GM from the Realm team.
Blast from the past.
Yeah.
And we also have my fellow game master here.
Nobot here, guys. How you doing?
How you doing, man? You sound good. You little sick there?
Maybe a little bit, but feeling good.
Cool.
It's okay. I'll try and pick up the slack on enthusiasm. What you're lacking, and I'll bring it up from the back.
Somehow I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have an interview with Dashahead coming up later in the podcast, but let's how are you?
Doing good, man. Things are doing well. Got some exciting stuff coming up for Realm.
Yeah.
I'm stoked about that.
Now that you're all acquainted with the team and
Yeah,
all that,
settled in, a little more settled in, feeling into the groove, getting to know the community better.
living large, living the good life.
Living the dream,
Right on, man.
living the mad god dream.
Right on. Since the last podcast, we had a lot of developments on the game. A lot of stuff happened since what was that? August? Is that August that we did the last round?
Wow, really?
Yeah, it had been a while. We had hardware acceleration come out.
That was awesome.
That was cool. Did you know we did that?
I heard about that, and it sounded really cool because it's something that the game really benefits from, I imagine.
Yeah, we were really excited about this one, man. It was definitely something that had been there to kind of enhance the gameplay experience, take care of a lot of the lag that people had been encountering in the game and get some cool 3D things in there.
Yeah, we weren't totally sure what to expect, but we saw people reporting double the performance, which is great.
Yeah.
It depends on your hardware. That is one thing, but the average computer, huge gains.
Yeah.
So it's actually using the GPU to...
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
which is cool. And it all started with the chicken test.
Explain the chicken test, because you told me about it before, but I'd like to hear it again, because it's fun.
So our miraculous engineer, the mysterious Wai Tang,
They're wizards.
they are
They're
wizards.
not engineers,
They're not
they're-
even engineers. They just wave their wands at the laptops and things happen. It's really weird.
They're magic. They don't do engineering. They do
But,
they do magic.
We had one of our daily meetings, and he said he had something he wanted to show us. So he booted up a Nexus filled with, I don't even know, thousands of chickens, thousands. And we're like, okay. And he walks up, game freezes completely. Everything stops moving. And we're like, yay, this is exciting. Pushes a button with a wave of his magical hand. All of a sudden, no lag, everything's running perfectly. This is hardware acceleration, offloading all that out of the CPU onto the GPU. And so we got really excited and jumped around and clapped like fools. And then filmed a video of it and put that video online, and then dubbed it the chicken test. And this was the result of that test.
Oh, so where's that video live right now?
It's actually I named it.
Oh.
It was the chicken test. Cluck for speed.
How could I? That is an important detail.
Yeah. Don't forget that part.
And is that on the Realm YouTube page?
Yeah, it's
so
on-
go check that out,
Yes,
guys,
sir.
if you haven't watched it yet.
We also had the email verification modal pop up in there. That was there kind of to help us block out the spam bots, which are now seeming to be less and less worse. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, that was step one of this plan we have. We just want to increase security for our players, and we want to, work on these spam bots. There's never going to be 100% perfect solution, but we've seen good results with the step we've taken, and email verification was definitely step one.
Yeah, definitely was. And it wasn't like the end all be all for spam bots when it first came out, but it certainly did slow them down in their tracks. So we're going to continue fighting that fight because we want the Nexus to sound beautiful.
Take back the Nexus.
Oh, I like that phrase.
Take back the Nexus. You're like a revolutionary, man.
Yeah.
You're like
Robot revolution.
Che 8-bit Guevara over here. You know what else we did?
I don't, actually. Fill me in. I'd love to know.
Battle for the Nexus dungeon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was on September 6th, 2013. We had quite the tragedy hit the realm, but we bounced back because we love this game, and we decided that we were not going to let any tragedy ruin us and make our game live in infamy. We came back like the Phoenix. Came back with a whole new ravaged Nexus. It looked awesome. Came out with a whole new dungeons and got some cool items in there too.
Yeah, man, those vanity weapons were rad.
Yeah.
Players really dug them, and we were so happy to see them and work on them.
Yeah, Which one's your favorite?
Oh, well, I mean, let's be real. The Robo-Bow is clearly the best one.
No.
Oh, look at these naysayers over here, just not basking in the glory of my robotic bow.
I happen to think that the Spicy Wanda Spice is quite honestly the best one. Just saying, hands down. Which one do you like, Dash? Between
the two.
Yeah, between Robo-Bow and Spicy Wanda Spice.
Okay, I'm gonna disappoint you there, Sriracha, but I like the binary code spewing all over the place. But I like hot sauce too.
Yeah. Jokes aside, though, you got to point out Arbiter's Wrath. That is awesome.
Yeah, shooting out all the little dudes.
In the office when we first saw that one, that got the biggest reaction. Out of all of us. That and the crazy jelly bears.
Yeah. So when I was actually watching,
eucalyptus is pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, Qualitat has an awesome icon.
I was actually watching Dr. Bearsworth making Sergeant Sunshine's Sunshine Civ, and he was literally busting up laughing every time he made the new little sprite for it, and he'd shoot it out because it was we work with Sergeant Sunshine, and he's always generally a pretty cool dude, but he's you hear him and he's just gets kind of cranky sometimes, right? So that's the little inside joke is that he was shooting out Sunshines, but he's cranky sometimes. We also had the chat filter.
And how did that work? What is it filtering? Oh, it's filtering by star.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
So can players set the star level that they ignore?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So it goes from basically 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 all the way up to 10 stars that you can filter out chat from. So if you didn't want to hear the bots talk about stuff that they do, then you can basically just mute them out, which is cool.
Yeah, we were talking about how email verification was step 1. This was step 2. And we've seen good results, and we've seen a lot of happy players, and that makes the team feel good. So we're going to keep on that path.
That's amazing. And if you guys notice any bots trying to level up out in the in the realm,
Kill 'em.
Just draw some,
just drag on them.
Pull some
It's like a fun little game. See how many bots you can kill.
Yeah.
Or even tell a GM and have them go in there and spawn some stuff on the bot.
It's like shooting zombies, but way more satisfying.
Yeah. Take back the realm.
Take back the realm.
Yeah. Also, a few cool up-and-coming things. Lair of Draconis and the Shatters are coming up. Those are in the works.
I am extremely impressed to hear that the Shatters is coming.
Oh, you're impressed?
I'm more than impressed. That's amazing. I think players must be pretty happy too, right?
Yeah. So the dungeon is actually in testing. We have a small, really awesome group of testers in there that are checking it out daily. It's literally a playable dungeon in testing right now, and it's almost going on production soon.
Yeah, I mean, the staff's been cranking, right? That I've been really surprised at how difficult it is to actually get these dungeons up and working well. Even once all the functions work, the balancing is a huge undertaking. Yeah. And so, given that we have 2 being worked on at the same time, at the pace they're coming along is just great.
Yeah.
And huge shout out to our testers. You guys are killing it. Without you, this would take so much longer.
And shout out to Koala P too, man.
Oh, yeah.
She's awesome quality tester, man. So she gets much love. The Shatters too coming up. We just talked about the Shatters. Lair Draconis, coming up. This is something that you guys have been asking for a long time too, and that's also in the works. Likely, it's probably going to come out after the Shatters, a couple more weeks, but that should be hitting prod.
As soon as we're happy with it.
Yep. And moving on to community news, we had a few things going on. I did my AMA on Reddit. That was cool because it was very so there were some questions about Realm, and if I didn't know the answer, I'd basically be like, dude, I don't know. But if other things like what is your favorite chip? And we had quite a long discussion about this here with the team.
It sparked quite a lively discussion.
Yeah, it did.
Well, I want to know what your favorite chip is.
So I answered Flaming Hot Cheetos with cream cheese.
Yeah. Quality's a big fan of this.
I don't know if I can hang out with you anymore.
I've never even tried that.
Dude,
I can't even picture it, but I do love cream cheese.
So next time you're around some Flaming Hot Cheetos, or next time you're around some cream cheese, I want you to find yourself a bag of Flaming Hot Cheetos and just try it.
Okay, what's your optimal cream cheese for this? Do you just use Philadelphia?
What's the one in the silver pack in the
Philadelphia.
Yeah, so that one's good.
Yeah.
The
I don't.
You don't use like schmear from like a bagel
no,
shop or
I'm
anything?
not. I'm not big on the schmear. I'm not a big schmearer.
Really? You don't see? Oof, I like it a lot more than regular. You know how they make that, right?
I think
They inject seltzer water into the cream cheese.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
Also had the Epic Dungeon lore contest. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was a long time ago, but we're still going to talk about it because we haven't talked to you guys in a long time.
I wanted to hear about it too. So
Yeah. We've had a couple of lore contests, and they've been awesome. So we're going to keep running them because, I mean, one of the cool things about this game is the opportunity, you know, to make up your own lore, add your own story in that, because we don't have one. So we want to hear yours.
Yeah, and I think that's actually a really cool strength of this game, man. It's like we don't have like this epic backstory. I mean, basically, you look at some of the story we have, and it's like Oryx brought you to the realm, and now he wants to eat you, so kill his minions so he doesn't eat you. But people just get so deep with some of this stuff, man. Like some of it's like I've ran a few of these lore contests in the past, and just like going through some of the winner stuff, and even people that didn't win their stuff, their work that they do, you could tell they put time into it, and it's really cool. So shout out to the winners there. We had Wonderwaif, who did his lore for the Deadwater Docks. Am I saying this guy's name right? Brysinger's Pro Epic for the Woodland Labyrinth, and Pumpica for Crawling Depths Dungeon.
Another community focus update that I think people are going to be happy to hear about is the Wiki. We've been hearing about this a lot ever since we had to migrate to the new forums, and we've been hearing your words. We've been working on it. Don't have any solid details to give you right now, but I can tell you the Wiki is coming, and we've been working on it and hit some pretty big breakthroughs, so we're really happy about that.
Yeah, I think we were just finding the best new outlet that we can put it on. Don't want to really reveal anything yet, but we do know that people will be pleased with.
Yeah, I think you guys are really going to like this.
Yeah, so look out for the Wiki, guys. It's coming. We know you miss it. I used to use it a lot, so, boom.
Yep. And yeah, another community event we had recently was round 3 of the Realm Q&A. This is something we've been running pretty regularly. Just give the community a chance to ask the staff a question, get honest answers as best we can. And it's cool. We like hearing what you guys have to say. We hope you guys like the answers we give you.
And all that stuff said, we got through a lot, man. That was a lot of stuff. That was like a month and a half worth of stuff to talk about.
I learned a lot.
A month and a half worth of stuff.
Yeah. You've officially taken part in Realm's history again, Dashahead.
Uh-huh.
How do you feel?
Amazing. It's like touching something divine. Like a divine pet, maybe.
Oh, just take the joke right out of my mouth.
I ran with that one.
So I have a divine fairy pet.
I have a duck that follows me around. I'm a big fan.
What's your duck's name?
I call him Danger Duck.
Oh, good one.
Yeah,
Danger.
I really love my duck. Before that, I had a level 1 baby, and I just thought it was really amusing that this little crying baby was following me around.
Everybody likes the baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Like
So the baby existed for a long time before players could have it. So I used to use that as my pet.
Jamal.
Jamal.
Yeah.
And what I would do for people was when we would visit their guilds or whatever, sometimes I would go and spawn Jamals for them in their guild halls, and Jamal would just sit there, So they just have baby Jamal, and they'd all run around him and stuff. It was great.
Yeah, everybody loves Jamal.
When I had my baby, the only thing I could think of is like, man, I'm a terrible parent. Like, here I am with this little baby, and I'm going off into super dangerous lands. But oh no, joke's on me. That baby doesn't die.
Yeah, the baby's fine.
The
Baby's fine. I'm the one in danger here.
Yeah, the baby was kicking more ass than you, dude.
Really, the baby is a terrible companion because he let me die.
Yeah, but you were basically the baby's companion.
I was the baby.
Yeah.
Like,
You actually were the pet.
exactly. Dad just flipped the script.
Dude, you guys totally just blew my mind.
I'm glad.
This
is what I'm here for.
So, dash ahead. The time has come.
Uh-oh.
You ready? The people have been wondering where you've been. I honestly constantly see PMs in the forums and stuff like that where they're like, "Where's Dash Ahead? I want to see Dash Ahead. That guy was cool. He's my favorite."
I know I was your favorite.
You're my favorite.
Well, I know. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, you're my favorite. So, first question.
Okay, I'm ready.
Where you been?
That's a good question. I've been all over the place. I was on another Kabam game, Kingdoms of Camelot, which is where if you are an avid listener of the Realmcast, you may remember that I used to work on Kingdoms of Camelot prior to going to Realm. I went back to Kingdoms for a while. now I find myself on another different Kabam game, Dragons of Atlantis. As you can tell, they just need my expertise all over the place. So I'm lending it wherever I can.
And that luscious beard.
Yes. It's probably actually the beard more than anything, but everyone wants a beard around,
just
right?
inspires confidence.
Yeah, little known fact about me. I used to work on both Dragons of Atlantis and Kingdoms of Camelot.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, you used to sit right behind me. Remember that?
Or, if you want to look at it a different way, you used to sit right behind me.
Who's the pet? Yeah.
The Jamal now.
See what I did there? See what I did? Yeah.
You were calling back to an earlier joke.
I do that a lot, and it works like a charm.
Like James Cameron up in here.
Explosions and stuff.
Okay.
Next question.
I'm ready.
So, how was your experience when you were on Realm? We basically how was it looking back to where you're at now and looking back to Realm today? What do you like, dislike?
Well, I'm not going to whitewash it for you guys. Realm was amazing. So, just have to say, working on Realm was the best. Realm community is fantastic. You guys are really fun to work with. Also, Realm really lends itself to, like you were kind of getting at with the lore discussion earlier, it lends itself to a lot of player involvement in things that maybe some other games don't as much. So Realm is just kind of perfect for this community-oriented game design even.
Sure.
So I really love being a part of that, and I do miss Realm. I also love doing these Realmcasts, so thank you for inviting me to do this.
Oh, dude,
it's really fun.
You are the founding father of Realmcast. We would be crazy not to have you back.
Yeah, but it has been a while. It's almost been a year since I've been on this little thing here. So yeah. But yeah, so I had a great experience on Realm, and I look back on it quite fondly. I don't find myself playing it as much as I'd like to, but that's really because I got to immerse myself in whatever game I'm working on at the time, and it's hard to have the time to go play another one of our games.
Do you ever hear back from any of the players?
Occasionally, but I hide on the forums. I don't I don't take my PMs. I'm a little antisocial, guys. Sorry.
No, he's not. He's not antisocial. Don't listen to him. What's the new team like?
The new Realm team, you mean?
No, the new team that you work on for your game.
Oh, they're fantastic, actually.
Yeah.
The Dragons of Atlantis team. They're very solid. They're fun to work with, and I think we actually have new leadership over there. And not to say the old leadership was bad, because it wasn't. It was great also, but the new leadership is looking really solid too. So I'm optimistic for the future of Dragons. I think we have a lot of cool things we're working on through the end of the year, and then a lot of even bigger things we're working on for next year. So.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, no, I honestly, out of all the other games that we have, I have to say Dragons of Atlantis, having worked on it before, definitely has a lot of cool room for, stuff that they do conceptually and,
And the art in that
gameplay-wise.
game is amazing.
Agreed.
I love the art
Definitely.
over there.
Agreed.
The coolest part about working on these games is seeing new features get seeing it get concepted out, seeing it get built, seeing it get tweaked, and you're like, oh yeah, this is happening. That is awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely getting into the process of how these new features are released, and then from concept to idea, it's like a super creative process, and especially in a game like ours, it's really cool to see the birth of these new things that come into games and just see them roll after they're released. It's really cool.
Yeah, over on Dragons, we almost have too many design ideas that we're working on right now. There's a lot of talented people who are putting together a lot of cool things, but now we're having to be like, okay, well, these are all great specs, but which one can we realistically work on right now? And that's a part of development that is tricky, but it's also fun. It's like triage,
Yep.
And finally, Dashahead.
Ooh, finally. I'm always into the final question. It's got to be the best one.
What is your fondest Realm of the Mad God memory?
My fondest was a really good one from very early on when we started on Realm. It was probably like 2 weeks into working on Realm, and we were still trying to get our bearings as Bornox and I had just moved over. And we... One of the UX designers who is no longer with us, sadly, thought that she was on testing, and so she was messing around.
Oh no!
And she was in production, and she spawned orcs in the Nexus. Now, this was a long time ago. And so this was something at the time we couldn't really deal with it the way that we could now, right? We were a new team. We were learning the ropes of the game. We had brought on new engineers who were learning the code. But
Yikes.
I liked it because it was a crazy mess afterwards. And, you know, we're game masters. We got to be there to clean up the mess. That's what we do. Mm-hmm. So it was a challenge, but I think we dealt with it okay, and people didn't leave too unhappy, but it was nuts for a few minutes.
That was your fondest memory?
You know, maybe it was just the most striking memory, the one that sticks out the most clearly in my head. You know, fond memories include just doing Realmcast with Spornox and Tiffy Tiff. We were a great little team, the three of us, and Willem, of course. Having random guests was always fun.
How come you never invited me to Realmcast when I was?
Because you didn't work on the game with us, so we tried to focus on people who worked on this game, as you're doing right now. I don't think you'd ask randoms from other games to come do this, right?
It's cool, man. Whatever. It's cool.
Sorry. No, lots of random people would ask to be on Realmcast too, so we had to be a little discerning, you know. So that was my last question?
No, I'm kind of curious to know if you have any questions for us.
Yeah, well, so I'll ask you guys the question that we used to ask everyone who did a guest appearance on the Realmcast with us. I'll start with Nullbot. Otherwise, yeah, I'll start with him. So, do you have any tattoos?
I do not.
Okay, that was simple. But now let's turn to Sriracha. I think we've asked him this before, but I think he's developed some differences since the last time I asked him. So, do you have any tattoos, Sriracha?
So I have a tattoo of the Virgin Mary on my right arm, and it's pretty big. It goes all the way, down to my elbow.
And when he says pretty big, he means it's gigantic.
Yeah, but it looks really good, and I like it, and I'm happy with it.
It shows off his muscles really well too.
Yeah, I've been working out.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, so now you guys know about my tattoo.
You know everything there is to know about his tattoos.
I feel so exposed now.
Yeah, I know. That's why we ask people that question. Really throw them off.
Guys, that's Dashahead. He's awesome. I love the guy. We actually started at Kabam. Wait, I'm not done.
No,
we actually
going
started at Kabam at the same time.
We both times we started.
Same day. Same day, same time. So, little known fact, we are cut from the same cloth. Mm-hmm. Bizarre.
And we're the only one. Oh, no, that's not true. There's several other people out.
All right, guys. That's Realmcast. Thank you for spending some time with us. Remember to tweet at us at ROTMG News. Follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/ROTMG. Check out our blog.wildshadow.com. And if you want to chat about Realmcast, hashtag Realmcast.
Hashtag take back the Nexus.
And hashtag take back the Nexus. Thank you for joining us, guys. Much love.